Welcome back to Butterfly Effect Tarot. My name is Lorraine, and today's topic is what will your future spouse find sexy about you? There are going to be 3 piles, and the timestamps for each pile will be in the description box in the comment section below. If the readings resonate, please feel free to like and subscribe and let me know in the comments if you choose. To my subscribers and returning viewers, as always, a huge shout out because I love you and I thank you for your support. To newer viewers, welcome. And if interested after this video, you may return to my channel. There are other topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, let's go ahead and get into each one of your messages. Welcome to your reading pile 1 regarding what will your future spouse find sexy about you. So I've already pre-shuffled and pulled the cards. I do prefer to pull 5 cards, however 6 cards came out. So I'll identify those cards and then we'll get into your message. The first card out is the Four of Swords followed by the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have the High Priestess followed by the Two of Pentacles. And then we have the Seven of Wands followed by the Page of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck energy is the Emperor. So for this group, really quickly, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, masculine or feminine energy, the messages will apply either way, especially because for this group, this energy out here is denoting that each of you embodies a balance of masculine and feminine energy anyhow, okay? And it doesn't matter if you're embodying the qualities that I identify in this video right now. We're speaking of the energy you will be embodying and showing up in by the time you're with your future spouse, okay? So let's get into the reading. So first and foremost, there are quite a few elements of your looks and your energy, your personality that will be very sexy to your future spouse. With the Queen of Pentacles and Emperor out here, it'll be physical attraction, obviously. This is very physically attractive individuals. You all may be very disciplined and have like very nice bodies, especially by the time you're with your future spouse, because these are very disciplined and structured archetypes. So typically you may have like a very strict gym or exercise routine, or you may eat very well in a way that keeps your body in a certain shape or at a certain weight that you prefer. But either way, I feel like your body is going to be very, very sexy to your future spouse. So for example, for my masculines, you could have like a very strong, average to tall height, but a very strong body. Maybe your t-shirts show off your very strong, broad shoulders, very nice back. You could have very muscular arms, a nice six pack for my feminine energies. You may not be somebody that shows a lot of skin. However, you may be someone who tends to wear clothes that are very form fitting and they kind of show off your curves. It doesn't matter how you're shaped or built. Your body looks very strong and very, kind of very fit. Like this group, it feels like you have a very fit body. Your face is very attractive. Maybe the way you wear your hair, the way you dress, the way your clothes fit your body, the way you walk. There's a very strong energy here of someone who is extremely confident and attractive yet humble. And I feel like this energy is very sexy and attractive to your future spouse. It's giving boss energy. So the way you walk, the way you talk, your energy, the way you carry yourself is like a leader. It's like a boss. It's like somebody that's in authority. It's somebody that is certain and sure of themselves. And this is, again, extremely alluring. Your future spouse is going to be very proud to be yours. I feel like your energy for my women, my feminines here, you make your future spouse feel like a masculine, right? Like for example, for my women, you make your husband, you will make him feel like a man, right? And then for my masculines, you will make your wife, your spouse feel very much like a woman. There's a beautiful balance in your energy, but again, I feel like you're going to match and complement your future spouse in a beautiful way. I do see here with this Four of Swords that they could be viewing you as someone that's very calm and reserved, very demure, very much somebody again that takes care of themselves. You take care of your health, you take care of your mental health. And I see that you are hardworking based on these cards. You're somebody that is very focused on your goals. You work very hard. You could be business owners by the time you're with your future spouse if you aren't already, or you could just be at the top of a company. But with all the pentacles out here, I feel like either you work with your future spouse or they're viewing you again as somebody who is very good in business. You're very successful in your career. You're somebody who is very good and successful in your finances. You are somebody who takes care of home, but you also maintain and take care in your career aspect. And with the Two of Pentacles out here, they're seeing you as somebody that knows how to balance both, and you do it beautifully. You take care of you, you take care of them, you take care of your children if you have children, you take care of your home life with your chores. Some of you may work from home with this Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor and the High Priestess out here. And then also the Four of Swords, you could work from home. For some of you, your career is also something that your future spouse will admire. I do feel like they will find it very sexy when you're working. So, for example, if you work from home or if you're somebody where they're around you, or even when you're just in your business attire getting ready for work, they're going to love to watch you in your element. So, like when you're in this boss energy, when you're in this leader energy, when you're taking care of business, it's going to be a turn on for them. You're seeming very productive. You're seeming like somebody that basically balances a lot of things at one time, and it looks like a lot, but somehow I feel like you make it look effortless. And they're seeing you for this group. Perhaps your future spouse may see you as like a superwoman, superman type of energy. Because again, as I stated earlier, you are somebody that does take care of home and you do take care of work, and you're being seen as calm and reserved. However, with the Seven of Wands out here, they're also seeing you as somebody that does have an element of fire to you. With the Seven of Wands, this is a warrior. So when somebody challenges you, when they cross your boundaries, when they, when you feel like you need to defend yourself or the things you stand for or the people you love, you can become a complete different person. I feel like even in the bedroom, outside of the bedroom, your energy is presenting as somebody conservative, elegant, and classy, and very much kind of closed off, unassuming in a way. But in the bedroom, I feel like your energy becomes very intense, very passionate, very assertive and dominant. And they love this because it's like no one else gets to see this side of you. No one else gets access to this. No one else could even begin to imagine this side of you, but they get this side of you when they want you and when you want them. And I feel like it's kind of like they're able to have a secret affair with their own spouse, and it's exciting, it's exhilarating, it's a massive turn on for them. They're getting the best of both worlds with you. I do feel like also with this High Priestess, you're very wise, very smart, somebody again who does not let people get too close to you. You are very protective over your energy. I feel like you will be very protective over your relationship, like your marriage, your household, your family, your career, your money. You're just seeming like a very private and protective energy when it comes to the things and people that you love and care about and that are near and dear to your heart. And it's sexy. It is just sexy. Again, to me, this is sexy. So I can't imagine how your future spouse is feeling, because again, they view you as a prize. You don't let too many people get close. You're not easy to get. You're not easy to get close to. However, they were able to not only get close to you, but again, to have you as their life partner. And they get to experience you and see you, and are allowed into your own private world, a world that you don't let too many people in. And that's attractive to them. It's because they're having access to something or someone and parts of you that other people may just wonder about or may want to see more of. Because with the High Priestess, I do feel like you're very alluring and magnetic. It's like people can see that there's more to you than meets the eye, but they can't quite get a glimpse into that part. And your future spouse does on a daily basis. And again, this makes them feel lucky. And to you, I don't know how you'll see it. You're just in your energy being who you are, but they see you as this wow factor. And I do feel like, again, your future spouse will match your energy, like emperor to empress, empress to emperor. However, I do still feel like they will put you on a pedestal. They will see you as somebody who is very goal oriented, very hardworking, very driven, very defensive and protective, very nurturing and loving, but also somebody who is very independent and successful in their own right, even separate from your marriage, even separate from your home. But you still show up as this wonderful spouse. You still show up as this wonderful parent. You still show up as this spiritual being. It feels like a balance of spiritual and material are very important to you. You don't neglect one over the other. So they're not just attracted to the external aspects of who you are, but with this high priestess and this Four of Swords, They're also attracted to who you are on a core level. They see you as somebody who is spiritual, who is wise, who is very much in tune and self aware and constantly working on yourself, constantly growing spiritually. And I feel like you go through glow ups internally, and that basically manifests on the outside. And I feel like that's why you will age well. You will go through glow up after glow up. I feel like you will age gracefully and like fine wine. And I feel like this is going to make your future spouse find you even more and more sexy, because it's like you're just getting better with age, internally and externally. And it's like, again, they won in life. They won because they're seeing you as one of a kind and somebody who can probably have their pick, but you chose them, and they feel honored to be able to take this role. So I do feel like your future spouse may love to watch you and admire you. As I stated, I feel like they love seeing you when you're productive, when you're cleaning the house, when you're, tending to your parental duties, when you're tending to them, when you're in your work atmosphere and you're working and you're, doing what you do for business, when you're in this fiery element where somebody has crossed their boundaries or challenged you, or have, posed a threat to you or your loved ones. They love seeing you in that energy. They love having you in the bedroom and being able to explore you and have you explore them in ways where no one else will ever begin to imagine what you're like. They may wonder, but they don't get to know. It's just, the energy is very sexy here. I love it. I love it. Some of you, again, your career could be one that is a bit unconventional. As I stated, maybe you work from home. Some of you may work in the occult, tarot, astrology. Some of you, again, could be psychologists, therapists, or again, just own your own business. But I do feel like for a majority of you, whatever you do for a career, it may have to do with um, something to do with your intuition. For some of you, you could be in a position where you're a protector, a defender. Others of you, it has to do with you being someone of a healer and making money off of it. But I do see that they view you as somebody that is very generous and somebody that is very faithful, loyal, and dependable, and it's sexy. They're viewing you as somebody who has a rare energy. You're as a rare being. And it's like they got you. And I feel like maybe for your future spouse, sometimes they may be in the energy where it's like, I can't believe that you're my spouse. I can't believe you're my wife. I can't believe you're my husband. You know, I can't believe it, especially if this is someone where they've been through a lot or they've had a lot of failed connections. And then, ultimately they end up with this partner who is wonderful inside and out. You're going to feel like a dream come true to this person. Very much so. I think the energy here is gorgeous. I really do. This person really is going to appreciate you, and they're going to appreciate everything about you, not just your beauty, not just your financial success and business success and personal and professional energies, but also the core of who you are. They're going to appreciate that you're self-aware. They're going to appreciate that you're somebody that works on yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically. They're seeing you as somebody that could be a bit of a workaholic, but even with the Four of Swords, it's like you still find a balance of being able to take care of yourself and rest. Now, for some of you, they could view you as somebody that's a workaholic that doesn't like to slow down, even when they tell you. But then that again is probably sexy to them because it's like you have this energy of being determined, where nothing and no one is going to stop you from achieving what you want and from moving through life the way that you choose. So again, I like it. I like the energy. I think they see you as someone that is a master manifester. They could feel like you have the ability to see through them. So, for example, with the High Priestess and the Four of Swords energy, I feel like maybe they view you as someone where if something is wrong with them or if there's something going on, you are able to see it without them saying so. And you're able to kind of tap into their energy and approach it without even letting them know. So, for example, they may have a taste for something specific for dinner, and you may not tell them anything. You may not even mention it. You may just get up, throw out, the food that you need to take out the food you need to take out and prepare this meal. And it's like, wow, how did that's what I wanted. I see you as being very intuitive. You could also be someone that's able to read a situation or other people at first glance. So maybe, for example, if they have like a business partner they're working with and you see that this person could be a bit shady, you are able to read that energy and let them know And by doing so, it allows them to take the necessary precaution to cut this person out or to detach. And it's like it's every time you call something or you speak on something that you're intuitively seeing or picking up on, you're right on the money. So it's like they view you as like a good luck charm. But very much, I feel like this person has you on a pedestal. They see you as the end all be all. This person may be a little bit addicted or a lot addicted to your energy. I see your future spouse as having a healthy obsession with you. And again, not just how you look and how you show up in the bedroom, but just who you are on a soul level. I feel like this person will be obsessed with your energy. They will love to be around you. And again, they're going to love that not everybody has access to you, but they have unlimited access to you, like a prize that other people want but can't have, but they have you. I don't know, it just, this energy just feels so appreciative and so grateful. Yeah, you will have a passionate connection. I feel like it's going to be a very private household, a private union. I feel like you're going to be very private and protective over your connection. You're not going to want too many people close to it, or getting too involved in what you guys have going on in business, in your marriage, in your household. You two will both be very protective, but your energy especially will be very protective. You will back people up very quickly when they cross any lines with you, because again, they're viewing you as very fearless, bold, and courageous, very cautious and calculated in how you move through life, but also somebody that doesn't mind taking risks. You're not afraid of obstacles because they see you as somebody who's very determined to overcome those obstacles and essentially reach all your goals and your success. But a very disciplined, patient person, very balanced, very harmonious, somebody that I feel is easy to get along with. I just feel like there's not really much or anything about you that they don't see as attractive. I feel like you, everything about you is sexy to this person. So this person may be turned on by you all the time. Your future spouse may want you in the bedroom all the time. I feel like something as simple as you biting your lower lip could get them going. Something as simple as you glancing at them from across the room could turn them on. I feel like for you, it's going to be very easy to get your partner going to, I just feel like they're going to want you around the clock. And with you being so busy, I feel like you will kind of have a bit of control or say over when they can have you. I don't feel like you're going to cut them off. I just feel like there will be a lot of moments where they want you badly, but it's in a moment or a situation where you can't go there, right? And it'll just heighten it. And then when they do get you, it's like they're going to want to ravish you and they're going to want you to ravish them. I just see this as a very healthy connection, but definitely they will have a healthy obsession with you. And rightfully so. I think that's a good thing. I don't know how you feel about it, but I like it. But I'm going to leave your reading there. And of course, if it resonated, please feel free to like and subscribe. And if interested, you can return to my channel. There are other topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, you have a good day. Welcome to your reading pile 2 regarding what will your future spouse find sexy about you? So I've already pre-shuffled. I generally do pull 5 cards. 6 cards came out for you. So we'll identify those cards and then get into the reading. So the first card out is the Page of Swords followed by Strength. And then we have the Page of Pentacles followed by the Ace of Pentacles. And then we have the Moon followed by the Star. Bottom of the deck energy is the Page of Wands. So really quickly, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, masculine or feminine, the messages should apply either way. It's just energy. Also, if you're not embodying any of these energies at this time, do not be alarmed. This is generally tapping into the energy that you will more than likely be embodying when you're actually with your future spouse and how they will be viewing you at that point. Now, let's go ahead and get into the reading. So, for your group, there are a multitude of things about you that your future spouse will find sexy. First, I'm going to get into the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So your energy is coming up as somebody who is very attractive, right? The Page of Wands is usually very alluring, magnetic, sexy, fiery, passionate. This is how your future spouse is seeing you. Somebody who is free spirited. You could have a element or a side of you that is very exciting and adventurous. You may like to travel a little bit. You may like to make memories. You may be somebody that is not above taking risk. However, with the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles being out here at the center of the read, even though you are somebody that take risk, even though you are somebody that's fun and exciting and bold and courageous and free-spirited, you're also someone who is responsible and mature and stable and grounded. You're somebody who's very cautious and strategic, very patient and self-disciplined, especially with the strength card being out here. Your future spouse is viewing you as someone that has a lot of inner power, a lot of inner strength. They're viewing you as somebody that has the ability to have influence over others, but you also have influence over yourself. You could be somebody that's very much in control of your emotions. As I stated, very grounded. When you have the Page of Swords out here, this is the energy of somebody who is very defensive and protective over their energy. You could be very assertive. You could be somebody that sets boundaries and you enforce those boundaries. Mind you, the Page of Swords is coming out with the Strength card. So this means that you have the ability to assert yourself, defend yourself, stand your ground, defend others, and speak out loud, but you're able to control your emotions and kind of keep it in a sense of tactfulness. So not over the top. So you have this ability to be very reserved, calm, but still be able to speak with a certain level of authority. It's like a bit of a gentle, commanding type of energy and a bit of a gentle, commanding type of tone. And they find this very sexy. Your voice could be sexy with this Page of Swords and this Strength card. You could have a bit of a seductive, sultry voice, could be a very intense, but also very smooth. You could speak very eloquently. Your future spouse could be very attracted to your way of speaking, like the way that you communicate, the way you use words, the way that you pronunciate, your voice, everything about the way that you communicate and your voice is going to be very sexy to your future spouse. Also, here with the moon going into the star card at the end of the read, so the moon is our shadow self. This is the energy of illusions, lies, anxiety, fears, stress. But then you have the star card following it. And the star card is the opposite. This is about confidence and faith and optimism. It's about light and, kind of trusting in the divine, trusting in a higher power, that what you set out to create can actually come to fruition. And this is usually you working, one on one with the divine to create this energy. So your future spouse will find it sexy that you're somebody that is able to move past fear and anxiety. So I guess things that would typically create fear and doubt in others, you have the ability to move past it. Also, with the moon and the star energy of being dark and light, they're viewing you as somebody that has a beautiful balance of masculine and feminine energy, so assertive yet gentle and loving. Because the moon energy is the energy of emotions and usually represents the mother archetype. So this is again the energy of you being very loving, very nurturing, very patient, very intuitive. They're viewing you as somebody that follows your intuition and somebody whose intuition is on point. I also feel like for this group, with the star card coming out, they could view you as somebody, especially with the strength card out here, they could view you as someone who has a big presence, even though your energy is very demure, kind of very reserved and kind of mellow in a way, it's still also very powerful. I do feel like maybe they view you as somebody who can stand out, or maybe somebody that has the ability to be a star, like the star card, like a celebrity, or somebody that has, again, with the strength card, this is somebody that has the power to influence others. And then you have the star card, which star is usually associated with celebrity. So I feel like they view you as somebody that has the ability to be famous, or for some of you, if not all of you, maybe you will be known based off of what you do for work. I feel like whatever you do for a career, your future spouse will find it very, very sexy. So for some of you, with the Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Strength card, all of these cards out here, I do feel like maybe for some of you, your career will have to do with motivational speaking, inspirational speaking. Some of you may be those that influence other people to overcome obstacles and teach people how to get out of a dark headspace, to overcome fear and anxiety, and how to, start something new. Because we have the Page of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles out here, as I mentioned. So they are also viewing you as somebody who personally has the ability to kind of set goals for yourself and patiently create opportunities for yourself. So you may be somebody that can turn nothing into something. You're somebody that, with the Page of Pentacles, you set your sights on a goal, you set your sights on something that you want to create, especially for those of you that are building an empire. And then with the Ace of Pentacles, you make it happen. And you are willing to take your time, you're willing to be patient, and you're willing to put in the work and allow things to unfold. I feel like your future spouse is viewing you as very self-disciplined with the Strength card, if I haven't mentioned that, in the Page of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles. With all of this page energy, you could be very youthful, even if you're older. You could be very young at heart, or you could have like a very youthful energy. If you're like, for example, in your 40s or 50s, people may oftentimes see you as, appearing to be more in your 20s or 30s, based off your energy and your appearance. So essentially for this group, some of you may, as you get older, if you're younger now, you may age very well. For the older ones, everyone drawn to this, you're more than likely going to age well. I feel like you're going to be somebody that's going to have this youthful energy about you throughout the course of your life, always young at heart. And I feel like that's going to reflect in your appearance. So you may age very well. And again, this is very sexy to your future spouse. I feel like you add an element of that youthful energy to your connection overall. I feel like you may make your future spouse feel very youthful, because for some of you, if not all of you, I feel like your future spouse is somebody who's more serious, overly mature, which is fine, and somebody who's very structured and stoic. And I feel like you're more of the opposite. And I feel like you inspire your future spouse, where you're more creative and, free flowing, more free spirited, more with going with the flow, come what may type of energy, being able to take calculated risks, taking care of business, being very mature, taking care of, what needs to be taken care of, showing up, to handle, what you need to handle, but also somebody that it makes time to enjoy life. And I feel like this is going to be a difference to who your future spouse is as a person. And this is going to they're going to be inspired to step into more of this free flowing energy as well. I feel like your youthful energy, or rather this Page of Wands, exciting energy, this passion, this curiosity. There's an energy here of you being very curious, very positive, very optimistic and abundant. There's the energy here of you having a lot of energy overall. And I feel like with this, it crosses over into the bedroom. So I feel like for you, your future spouse is going to find that aspect of you sexy, because it is something that is going to keep the intimacy with your connection alive and vibrant and vital and, passionate, like trying new things. And again, I feel like this may be taking your future spouse out of their comfort zone, but they're going to love this, because I don't think, for those of you where your future spouse is a little bit more stuffy, or again, a little bit more conservative, I don't think that anyone has ever been able to pull them out of their shell and get them to kind of open up and kind of relax and be more chill and at ease. But you're going to do it, and it's going to be something that's very exciting and exhilarating to them. It's almost like you're going to be feeding off of each other's energy, but especially them feeding off of yours. But definitely, I feel like you're somebody that's very inspirational to others. You're very inspiring. I feel like you're somebody who loves to learn with all this page energy. I feel like you are somebody who is very much interested in, learning not just the aspects of wisdom and knowledge and reading and learning from life, but also somebody that likes to learn about money. You're very invested in learning and growing when it comes to your business endeavors and your career and your finances. And you are somebody that is a student of life with this Page of Wands energy. You're somebody that's willing to learn as you go. You're courageous, you're bold, and you're willing to overcome and able to overcome any and every obstacle that comes in your path. And there is an energy of you being very spiritual with this Moon card going into the Star card. They do see you as somebody that is constantly growing and transforming from the inside out. Again, going back to the fact that you may go through constant glow ups throughout life. So again, you may age very well or you are already aging very well. And this is denoting that that will continue. But definitely somebody that is exciting and fun. But again, they still get the best of both worlds. They get to have you as this responsible, mature spouse who takes care of home. You take care of yourself. You take care of them. You take care of business. You know, you are earning your money. You're focused on your career, your dreams, and your goals and bringing them into fruition. Somebody who can defend themselves and protect themselves and stand their own ground, just like them with this Page of Swords energy. And also cautious about who you allow close and you speak up for yourself and others, but also somebody that's fun and exciting and youthful, free spirited, that, enjoys making new memories and enjoys to go out and explore and travel and again, pursue your goals, overcome obstacles. They're getting the best of every world with you. And I do feel like you are somebody, again, that is very, very attractive. But there's a pureness to your energy. I feel like they're viewing you as somebody that has pure intentions, pure aura, pure, even your appearance could give a very pure, kind of almost innocent look, even though you're more older, obviously. There's something about your energy that is very, I don't want to say naive because I'm not getting naive from this group, but I guess I'm going to stick with the pureness. There's something about you that just seems very trustworthy, very honorable, very righteous, somebody that's about doing the right thing by others and by themselves and only opening their energy up to those that are willing to show up and do the right thing for you. Okay. And they find this very sexy. So I am going to leave your reading there. And of course, if it resonated on any level, please feel free to like and subscribe. You can let me know in the comments if you choose. And if interested, you may return to the channel. There are the topics, readings, and videos there as well. But other than that, you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Welcome to your reading pile 3 regarding what will your future spouse find sexy about you. So I've already pre-shuffled and pulled 5 cards. I'm going to identify the 5 cards that came out and then we'll get into your message. So the first card out is the Moon card, followed by the Queen of Swords. And then we have the Six of Pentacles, followed by the Star. And then the final card out is the King of Swords. Bottom of the deck energy is the Six of Swords. So your energy, the reading, I love it. First and foremost, doesn't matter if you're male or female, masculine or feminine, the messages should apply either way. If you're not inviting these energies at this time, that's fine. This is tapping into the energy that you will be in and the way you will be showing up when you are already with your future spouse. Okay. So now let's get into your reading. Okay, so first of all, the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords both appeared in your reading, which I absolutely love. So this is going to be a group where you two will be one and the same. I feel like you two will mirror each other. For you, your attractiveness, you could be very alluring, right? There could be an enigma about you, because the King of Swords, Queen of Swords in archetypes are typically very closed off. So you could be someone with a level of sex appeal, a level of magnetism. People may like to watch you because you're not easy to read, but there's usually more beneath the surface for these type of individuals. For your energy, there's a lot that is very much deep down within you that others would like to get to know. But your energy kind of gives the vibe of do not approach. So you could be very private. You could be very closed off. You could be very cautious. You could be somebody that sets a lot of boundaries. You could be somebody who is very assertive. You will put someone in their place. You are not to be played with. You are not to be tried. You are very fearless. You're very bold. This is sexy. There's an energy of authority about you. You're somebody who is very protective and defensive over yourself and over the people you love. You could be somebody that roots for the underdog, and you're not really somebody that will stand by and let someone else be bullied or taken advantage of. If you're able to speak up, you have no problem with speaking up. You are definitely somebody who is maybe a bit of an introvert, or if you do have people around you, you keep a very small group of people, but you're very private, even with those that are close to you. Very loyal, very dedicated. You could be a bit stoic. And again, that is usually very sexy. You are definitely giving the energy of somebody who is intellectual. I feel like the way you communicate your future spouse will find very sexy, especially since you marry each other's energy. I feel like you will have very deep conversations. You two could stimulate each other through the way you communicate. This is the type of couple that may tease each other. You may banter, you may joke a lot, but you may also have deep, conversations in the bedroom. Basically, verbal is very important. You could be somebody who likes, moaning, right? Like you'd like to hear this. Words of affirmation could be very important. It is very important for you for people to be clear. You're very clear and direct. You do not beat around the bush. Your future spouse finds this sexy. They do find it sexy that you are somebody who others may be, may admire and feel very inspired by, especially with the star card out here. But with that being said, it's almost like it's kind of similar to Power One, but with your group, there's some different elements here. Your future spouse sees you as someone that there's a lot to you that meets the eye, and people want to get close to that, but only they have you. It's like both of you are the type of couples where there's an illusion around you, there's an enigma. There's so much more to you than meets the eye, but only you two allow each other to get close. It's almost like you're in your own little world, and that is so sexy to them. You're private about your affairs, you're private about, what's going on in your lives, and it's like maybe only you two are vulnerable with each other, because the king and queen of archetypes are not usually vulnerable at all with other people. But it's like with you two, it's like you allow your guards to come down with each other. You allow each other to see that more queen of cups, king of cups energy, in you. You allow yourself to be more vulnerable and demure and honest and emotional with your future spouse. And the fact that only they can have that energy, the fact that you only trust them enough to allow that guard to drop, is sexy to them. And I think even with the King and Queen of Swords, there are still always going to be elements of yourself that you keep to yourself. But for the most part, you open up to this person and they open up to you. It's like you depend on each other. You go to each other when you have issues. You go to each other for advice. You rely on each other. This person is going to hold your opinions and what you say to a very high level. They're going to put a lot of value into what you say, how you feel, and how you think. I feel like your mind is sexy to this person. The way that you approach things, the way you think. I feel like the way you walk is very sexy. The way that your facial expressions are sexy. The way you may talk with your hands and your gestures is sexy. It's just the way every form of expression about you is very attractive to this person, and it's a massive turn on. Yeah, you could be somebody that may speak with their eyes as well. But there's this authoritative kind of boss leadership. I'm in control, I'm empowered. This strong-willed, determined, ambitious nature about you turns your future spouse on. This will very much excite them. Yeah, with the moon card going into the Queen of Swords. So for you, you are somebody that is able to cut through illusions. You're able to see through the lies. The moon card is about lies and secrets. It's about illusions. It's about hidden things, tricks, hidden enemies. You see through this because the Queen of Swords sees clearly and she reveals and kind of uncovers what is being hidden. With that sword, she cuts through the illusion, she cuts through the lies, and she kind of gets right down to the source of things. She gets to the truth. The Queen of Swords, King of Swords is about clarity. So you see through lies. The way that you could see through people is very sexy to your future spouse. And also with the Six of Swords at the bottom, you and your future spouse, but specifically you in this case, you walk away from people who are in this moon energy, people who are tricksters, they create illusions, they lie. You have no issue with cutting people out. Like I said earlier, you set strong boundaries, and when they're crossed, you move in this Six of Swords very swiftly. You walk away. You do not tolerate nonsense, neither does your future spouse, and they're attracted to this in you, though. Very attracted to this. Six of Pentacles, you're generous. You're very generous, very kind. You are somebody that believes in helping other people. You're a very supportive person. You two may be very financially well off, and you both can do like philanthropy together, where you donate to charities or you give back to the less fortunate. With the star card, you could be somebody who helps to inspire other people. You could be very spiritual, very much optimistic. I feel like you're very confident, very confident. And I feel like you help to restore other people's hope and faith. You could be so with this star card, take it as it resonates, but I'm going to be honest. For some of you, if not all of you, for some of you, you may do something in work where you're known. You don't have to be this larger than life celebrity. It's possible. But I feel like you're a power couple and I feel like you're known. But I feel like you specifically are kind of a little bit more in the spotlight, or at least you're being viewed as somebody in this power couple where people look to you for advice. You could do this together because your both archetypes are here. But I feel like you are somebody who could be like a life coach, a motivational speaker. You could be somebody that's in the legal field. You could be somebody that is like a judge. You could be someone in politics. But I feel like you're somebody who fights for the less fortunate. Like I said earlier, you fight for the underdog. This is sexy because you're fearless about it. You move very righteously. You're all about righteousness. You give off a rebel energy. Your future spouse is attracted to that. That is a huge turn on. The fact that you do not back down, the fact that you stand your ground for yourself and others, the fact that you are very optimistic and positive, and that you're very, you seek out justice for others. You seek to inspire others. You seek for fairness and just for other people and for yourself and in life. Yeah, you definitely could do something in one of those fields because this is feeling very strong to me. You help to restore other people's, sense of self. Yeah, altruism. Yeah, you may do something like this. You're going to be known. It doesn't have to be on a large scale. It could just be in your community, but especially with this star card, like celebrity, you're going to be known for this. Like, I feel like, and this is sexy to your future spouse. They love that you have such a high moral compass. They love that you fight for justice and fairness and balance, especially with the Six of Pentacles. It's about equal give and take. You're all about justice and fairness in life for everyone, not just for yourself. Yeah, you are something else in the best way possible. Wow. Yeah, you are powerful. I feel like you're both powerful. But when we're talking about you, your future spouse is very much attracted to this powerful nature. They love it. You are very smart. You could be very sharp and witty. You could be great in the bedroom. With the level of power that's coming up here, which this great in the bedroom energy came out in each group, but with each group, it came out in a different way. You could be great in the bedroom because of this level of power and authority, and also the Six of Pentacles, equal give and take. You are someone where you and your partner matches each other's energy. You are more than likely very protective over your relationship, your marriage, your household. If you have children, obviously very protective over them. They're viewing you as somebody that, even though you're powerful and authoritative with the Six of Pentacles, you're also nurturing and loving. But even with you being nurturing and loving, you still maintain boundaries. Yeah, you're very charitable. You're very charitable. Oh, I love this. I love it. Oh, wow. Yeah, I am in love with this energy. This person is going to adore you. I don't think either of you have ever loved anyone the way you love each other, but I especially don't think that this person has ever been as attracted to anyone in their life as they are to you. They see you as their match, as their equal. I feel like you may have a power of authority over this person that no one else has ever had, because with the King and Queen of Swords, nobody usually has power and authority over them. They're not easily controlled, and they don't ever really walk to the beat of anyone's drums. They hand out the orders, they make the decisions, and they are the ruler. With this person is going to allow you, even if you don't use it, even if you're not aware of this person is going, you're going to have a certain level of power and authority over this person. As I said earlier, with what you say, how you feel, your advice, your opinions, this person is going to hold it to a very high regard. If and this is the energy of people who don't typically seek out other people's opinions, right? you go within because you're very intuitive and you're a thinker, you're analytical, you figure things out. That's what you do. So I don't feel like your future spouse is somebody, or you, but especially I don't feel like your future spouse is somebody who seeks other people's advice or guidance. They don't care because they are their own guidance. They seek their own approval and guidance. They're not concerned with validation. But when it comes to you, they're going to seek your opinion, your advice, your guidance because it's important to them. This person is, you may be one of the only people in the world that this person truly trusts. And I feel like they've never had anyone that they could fully trust. You have no idea how in love with this energy I am. I love this. I don't know how you feel. Everybody looking for something different. But I am a little kind of obsessed with this energy, the way that it's coming through. You're going to inspire them too. I feel like you're going to be very confident. I feel like you're going to be a strong source of inspiration for your future spouse as well as others. They're going to be attracted to the fact that you inspire other people, that you have this level of power and influence and authority over others, but you use it for good. It's sexy. I feel like they may like to see you in your element. Like maybe if you're a motivational speaker, for example, when you're on stage or when you're speaking one on one with someone and you're speaking this positivity to them, you're giving them insight, you're helping guide them. If you're a psychologist or therapist and you're in your element, they're probably watching you with so much love and admiration, but also very turned on when you're in this energy, which I feel like you're in this energy a lot. So this person's probably going to want you a lot. You are probably very sexy, even if you don't see it, because the Queen of Swords is not really somebody that's overly into that type of stuff. And that usually makes the Queen of Swords, in my opinion, even more attractive. You're probably extremely sexy. Like you walk in a room and people probably automatically assume that you own the place. People trust you. You're very trusting, and that's also sexy to them. And I feel like your energy, you could have people that come to you that have only met you and they're telling you personal things and they're, listening to you and holding what you say again to a high regard. It's sexy. This power, this influence, this authority, this pure intent, this desire for justice and fairness and balance and to give and to help and to inspire and to restore, all of these attributes about you and the fact that you're beautiful and alluring on top of that is extremely sexy to your future spouse. I feel like this person will only have eyes for you and you will only have eyes for them. With this group, I feel like you are going to meet your match if you haven't already. And you will stimulate each other mentally and emotionally. You might be able to read each other's thoughts, finish each other's sentences, because I feel like you view the world from the same disposition, from the same position, from the same opinion, from the same perspective. This is a power couple. I can't help but to say this is a power couple. And I feel like your authority and power together is going to help you too. And this is a side note because this is a little off topic, but it's so strong. Whomever your future spouse is, I feel like you two are meant to help and change the world in some way. And I feel like you each have your own power and authority and influence on your own. But when you two come together, you're going to be an unstoppable force to be reckoned with. And I'm going to leave your reading there. And of course, if it resonated on any level, please feel free to like and subscribe and let me know if you choose. And if interested, you can return to my channel. There are the topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, you have a lovely, lovely day.